says we are live. Let's check it out. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early. Smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the like button as you come on in. Man, we finna chop it up today, man. We got a wonderful show lined up. We finna talk about what's going on in these streets out here with the Big U situation and the federal indictments and all that kind of craziness going on. But I got the brother, the return of the OG BAMM in the building. What's up with it, homie?
How you doing, man? How you doing? How everybody doing today? How everybody doing? Happy Thursday.
Yes, sir. Doing good, brother. We got the brother Trill Bill Haney should be joining us in a minute, and we're gonna cook. And but for those who don't know, shout out to all y'all in the chat. I see y'all in here coming through. Let me see, we got my brother Joe Thompson coming through, standing tall on LDBC business. What it do? Rod Neal, Chris Ruffin. What it do? Chris Ruffin, Jared Green, Coach 67 Sports TV, homie Will Sinclair, Jalen Hudson, Malcolm McCory. Y'all must have forgot Young Mustafa out here. Sean Don Productions, Uels James. Let me see. Young Abel, Rick Blackwell, Sam Mack Boxing TV, Young Hollywood. What's happening? Coach Hudson, what it do, brother? Del Reeve, Powerhouse Watson, Coach Hudson. We got Sister Amujal. I don't know why I always keep forgetting how to pronounce your name. Amujal. The Chop Shop, what it do, fam? All right, let's go and get to it. Smash that like button and share the video, y'all. Smash that like button and share the video. My brother, ILG Jones in the Cash App with that 20 piece. Thank you, good brother. Shout out to my brother, ILG Jones. Powerhouse Watson, what it do? All right, so for those who don't know, the federal government, in their continued war against black men, in my opinion, they have came out and brought some RICO charges and all kind of different charges upon Big U from 60s. And Big U is a man who has changed his life, from my knowledge of him, and has done a lot of things to better his community and try to set a positive influence and role model, be a role model to the youth. He's been brought up on a lot of different charges. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's true and what's not true, but at the same time, all I know is what I see. And what I see from him is I see he got a lot of respect, and a lot of people look up to what he's doing for his community. Now, there are others like Wack 100 and other people who got an issue with Big U, and they have done everything in their power to destroy the man, and they came online putting cases on the dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we all know this. The feds, they don't have to really do the police ain't really got to do their job no more, because ninjas do the police job for them. Ninjas come on the internet and just start running their mouth, putting people in this and that. Oh, no, I'm going to tell you what really happened. See, I heard Junebug was over there at 8 o'clock. See, Chris had already left. Junebug was over there. And I'm like, bro, what's the difference between you and a full-fledged Stitch? I don't understand this. But everybody is so comfortable with this online now. So what I'm going to do, OG BAMM, I'm going to play what Big U had to say, and then I'm going to go to you, okay, brother?
All right.
All right, here we go.
I'm looking at this video as I come in to turn myself in, and I'm disheartened by the fact that they trying to say that I stole something from Developing Option, or I used Developing Option as a front. Developing Option paid my bills. They paid my house note. They paid the bills for my family, the money I made from as an employee for Developing Option. I never mixed that with nothing. I didn't manipulate nobody. I didn't steal nothing. We did PPP loans. We did 2 loans. And that's it, just like everybody else did. I didn't use no fraud. I didn't give none of fake names. And one of them we was paying back and one they forgave. You know what I mean? And the other one we attempted for and they didn't give us nothing for it. I filed my taxes and them coming around talking about I was using Developing Option as a cover. Cover for what? None of that's gonna be true. None of that's gonna be true. The government putting this big ass picture, they gonna arrest 21 dudes. Some dudes I don't even talk. This shit wrong. It is what it is. Church, just pray for me. Just pray for me, pray for my family. And you look at what we did. You look at what I did. I've been home 21 years. It ain't over though. That's what it's not. Blessings. So this is gonna probably be my last video. I'm gonna go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. And he's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about Wack. Wack, loose cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. That shit wrong. Against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You just guilty because somebody else don't like you and they go on the internet and do what the fuck they want to and y'all gonna promote it. But y'all gonna be rolling with these dudes. And I got this last thing to say. Wack said he was gonna destroy developing option, right? So who gonna replace developing option? Which one of you fuck niggas in the 60s gonna call yourself coming in? Because whoever try to come in, y'all the ones that's working with Wack. Believe that. So remove me to get me out the way for somebody else to come in who gonna cooperate. That's what the play is. That's what the whole play is. I'm out. I'm gonna send y'all videos to put up all of it until they lock me up. I'm looking at all these charges on the news. I'm headed back to LA. And then I'm looking at the people they arrested. How you gonna go arrest people that I don't even talk to? That's a built-in liar right there. You know what I mean? So what they doing is they go on the internet and these dudes say that I did shit on the internet. Then when you say I did on the internet, they go investigate it. Now you raiding my houses, raiding my shops, raiding all this stuff, and talking about I'm committing crimes and covering up with developing option. What crimes am I committing to cover up with developing option? You know what I'm saying? I ain't committed no crimes and covered nothing up with developing option. Shit crazy. But this how they get you. They get one or two people to say something. Ain't gonna be no real evidence. Ain't gonna be no real nothing. It's gonna be a repeater thug. It's gonna be a bunch of people in jail for a bunch of different crimes that don't have nothing to do with me. They finna lump all of us up and say it's all around the 60s. Watch and see. We just seen it with Thug. So what they doing is they go on the internet. They can do any one of us. It ain't nobody safe with these dudes. If these dudes feel they want you, how they going around talking about somebody's gonna raid my house before my house get raided? How they there with the police? And y'all sitting there following them. Everybody is a part of them shows and 100 shows and all them shows. And y'all need to, everybody who following them, promoting them, anything. Y'all wrong. Y'all ain't black. And y'all show ain't for our people. They can put charges against anybody.
Yo, all right. Man, that's a whole lot to take in there, man. What's your thoughts on the OG BAMM? First of all, OG BAMM, tell the people who you are. First of all, you know what I'm saying.
I'm OG BAMM from the OG's perspective. For those who ain't never seen my show, you can go tap in. I'm gonna do a live after this because I just got off the phone with one of my homies. It's penitentiary talk about this. A lot of people have been hitting me at work from the pen. Let me share this with y'all, man, from an LA's perspective and from OG's perspective. What Big U just said was real. Any black man that subscribed to No Jumper, Black, listen to Wack now, it's against anything that's positive or a positive solution towards the black community. I don't know nothing about all the negativity, what they say about Big U. I was in the penitentiary when all this other shit was going out. But since I've been home, and I've been home almost 6 years after doing 37 years in prison, Big U has done more for the black community to most gang members. Him, Ceasefire, numerous gang interventions in LA does a lot for the black community. However, we get people that support people like Adam, Loose Cannon, them that comes on these puppet masters channels, and they exaggerate. They build an image that they're these type of people and try to destroy another black man's character. I got a childhood friend. My best friend, little brother, got arrested in this. He's not even a gang member because he has business dealings with Big U. In contracting with houses, he got arrested. You heard what Big U say, 21 people got arrested. Some of these dudes he don't even talk to. It's a damn shame, excuse my language, it's a damn shame when a black man get on every podcast and all he does is assassinate another black man's character. Yet black men and black women would get on YouTube and say they tired of drive-by shootings in their community, they tired of kids getting killed, they tired of women getting killed. And the only solution is to destroy another black man and put another black man, as well as numerous other black men, in prison. What do you think that's going to cause? Do you think that's the solution? Putting a brother in jail? You dudes get on these shows and y'all exaggerate, and people follow these channels. And people that's kicking real, don't nobody want to listen to us. Well, I'm here to share with you, man. My prayers is with Big U. My prayers is for every brother that got arrested to come up out of it. How can you support a dude like 600 and he at the raid? How can somebody say they got DNA evidence on somebody and he didn't even know they got DNA evidence on him?
Talk about it, bro.
Right? If you ain't the police, who are you? Now, I said last night on my live, I wasn't going to say that dude Wack name, but because I'm in my partner's show, I'm being said, but it'll never be said in my show again. These is the brothers that's the venom and the cancer in our community. This is the reason we can't have peace in the black community. Because we so hoodwink and bamboozling and believing what these puppet masters say when they put these brothers on these shows. And the puppet masters is white. Now, I ain't saying something that's saying I'm a racist. I'm just giving you the OG's perspective, and I call the ball a ball and strike the strike. Did you ever hear these dudes get on here and talk about white people? You ever hear them talk about any other person of any persuasion? They only come in and assassinate our character to validate their bullshit. This is the stuff we got to stop doing. We got to stop tapping into these shows. And I say this a lot on my show. If you subscribe to Black or the No Jumper, you against anything that's black. Before I embrace anybody, I'm gonna embrace my own. Because see, I ain't ashamed of saying this, man. One time in my life, I was accused of slamming in a black man's body. I gang banged. I dedicated 50-some years of my life to being a Crip. I received a 75 life sentence for stealing 2 black men's lives. You think I liked it that? You think that was cool? Well, I'm here to tell you it wasn't cool. But when I went to prison and started educating myself, I found out I was doing my own self a disfavor. I wasn't representing my parents. I wasn't representing my community. Because in prison, I couldn't do nothing to another brother because I needed that brother to watch my back. I found out in prison who was my real enemy. I found out my biggest hindrance in life was me. Big U found out the same thing. I met Big U in 1985 when I came down from the pen. He was in the Crip Marshal. I never seen Big U as humble as I seen him on the videos he was putting in the van with his family. That man wanted to break down and cry, man. He ain't mad at the FBI. He mad at the brothers that's betraying him with a whole lot of lies and assassinating of his character. And as black folks, we need to stand up and protest and support our own. Now, if you don't know how to support your own, man, why you look up in the mirror every day? If you don't want peace in your community, how can you go in the bedroom and check on your child to see if your child's safe, if your child friends don't mean that important as your child?
Right.
This is a whole lot of shit conquered up by that dude Wack, man. 600. Y'all started off cool, suddenly y'all enemies. But never once did you see Big U get on nobody's platform assassinating them brothers' characters. They even sent a woman at Big U one time. But if you go to Willie D platform, he exposed Wack and some woman on the Larry Hoover thing, how they didn't work his family.
But so that's bro. You know what the crazy part is, brother? Before I go to Bill, the crazy part is, OG BAMM, with the internet now, it's like this, man. If it's like the more jigs you cut, the more snitching you do, the more nonsense. That's what people supporting, bro. Like they support that stuff. The masses of the community, even though they say that they don't rock with this or that, they go give views. They give views to it. They share it. They spread it. Anything positive or anything good, you know, it ain't getting the same shine, bro. It ain't. It just ain't. Go ahead.
Go. No, go on.
Oh, let me go to Bill Haney real quick. My brother, Trill Bill Haney, what's up with it, brother?
Hey, man, how you guys doing, man? Shout out to 7-8 Sports TV and the mighty LDBC, man, and everybody in the chat, man. Go ahead, let your brother cook. I'm just here, you know. I got about how long is I ride? I got about 25 more minutes that I'm riding. Okay. So, you know what I mean? Let the brother cook. I'm enjoying hearing him.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
OG BAMM, what's your thoughts on the situation? Oh man, Bill, come back in. I think I hung Bill up on accident. Man.
I'm just writing something and put it in the comment for people to support my channel. But go on, I'm listening.
Okay, what did you think of the situation with what Big U said about, you know, Wack 100 and the guy 600. Now I don't know who 600 is, or it's another guy named what's his name? Another guy who got locked up. I'm not sure who. I heard their names before. Just
Brick Baby and Loose Cannon.
And Loose Cannon. I heard their names, but I don't know exactly who they are because I don't be really like checking for them like that. But I know that they're popular online. What's going on with all that? Well, who are these guys?
They claim the Sixers. Them is Big U little homeboys, right?
Okay.
I did it. I got on my homeboy Melly Mel, the Hood Postman show one time. I was putting things in OG's perspective, and lo and behold, Brick Baby tapped into the show, respectful and all that, right? Brick Baby does a lot of things he shouldn't do. He said a lot of things on YouTube that shouldn't be said. First and foremost, man, let me share this with y'all. Should nobody be talking about no open cases on social media, right? Yet you brothers do that.
For sure.
Loose Cannon tried to serve his ties with Wack at the ending. At the ending, the end result is this: he's in jail. For those that don't know, Loose Cannon was a dude that did something to a brother at No Jumper, made him take his clothes off and pistol whipped him, right? Thinking that was fly.
Well, I heard about that.
That's part of his part of the indictment. Now, anybody that's name is mentioned in the indictment that get arrested is the people that speak that is willing, I guess, is willing to testify against Big U and the other 20 people, right? And it ain't cool. Them dudes, and like what you just saying, brothers those that do a lot of snitching, those that belittle their people, assassinate our character, it's the channels that got a lot of views, a lot of likes. I guess that's what black folks is attracted to, tearing each other down. Well, I'm a black man that's not attracted to that. I don't subscribe to black on black violence in no form, shape, or fashion. I'm a black man that believe I owe retribution to my community because I destroyed my community. I was there at the beginning. I was there at the commencement of Crips. My name came from Raymond. Raymond gave me my name, BAMM, him and my big cousins. And Raymond Washington, the founder of Crips, the only leader of Crips. Ain't no other leader of Crips. Big, you ain't the leader of nobody but his family.
Yeah.
What these brothers is doing to Big U, man, is putting Big U's son that played for the Los Angeles Chargers, football career at risk. They called threatening his son. Is this what we do to each other? But somebody told me this a long time ago, 7H Sport. When a person is really scared of you, they'd rather see you in jail than see you in the cemetery.
Facts.
And this is what it seemed like. A lot of people believe when the feds get you, they got you. And man, God got the final word in this, man. And with my prayers and everybody else's prayers, whoever believe in praying and believe in the right things, Big U them gonna come from up under this. What's in the watch gonna come out in the rinse, right?
Yeah.
And it's hurtful that you got brothers like Loose Cannon. A lot of these dudes spoke on Big U in a negative way. Was the negativity based on hateism, jealousy, envy? Or was they pride just in the way and they just wanted what Big U had? And whoever take over his organization playing a role with Wack now.
Absolutely, that's what Big U said.
I don't care what nobody say. Now, I ain't no one that look over my shoulder when I be rolling. I'm 65 years old. My life is good. I'm never going back to prison unless you fuck with my family.
Right.
I love being black, man, and I just want black folks to come together as one. And this is not being this one when we sending each other to jail or willing to kill each other. Is this what we want our kids to see?
Right.
Big U has done a lot for the black community, man. I remember when I was in the pen, I seen him on Preflo Dollar. You feel what I'm saying? Big U done a lot for the community, man. A lot for the community. I played a role in the Peace Summit in LA, right? And people need to grasp this, man. We all we got. And y'all don't understand that we all we got, God. Man, I mean, what more what other picture can we paint for you?
But I'm gonna tell you, OG BAMM, the internet has ruined the see, me and you different, but like for the masses, the youngsters, the internet has ruined what their perspective. I see people in the chat, Big U, this is what they say in the chat. Big U had his son's best friend killed. How you know that? Now listen to me. If you wasn't there, how the hell do you know that?
Know that.
Like, a white man told you this, some internet snitch told you this, and then that's just the truth. Because, oh man, no, they said they got his DNA. First of all, Big U DNA already on file with the state. They can make his DNA appear anywhere.
In real way.
I know that because my DNA on file with the state of Wisconsin. If they want me to have done something, I'm done. Ain't nothing I can do but fight for my life, fight for my freedom. They got my DNA, bro, on file. Since when did we start trusting the government for every little thing? Now, I don't understand this, bro.
You're absolutely right, man. When I heard that on YouTube, I was like, God damn, man, the only way y'all know this information, y'all got to be the police. I remember, I was in the pen in California when they first started taking the DNA from us. And I'm going to tell you, man, they put me in the hole for 15 days because I refused to let them take my DNA. I ain't giving it to you because a case might pop up on me and I know I ain't never did in my life. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Because you can plant my DNA anywhere if you got it. You can share it anywhere. And the cold part, when somebody can come in here right now and say, oh, man, BAMM did this. And it's a lie. But if that lie get repeated, millions of people gonna start believing it. And that's what's going on with Big U.
Yeah.
That's what's going on with Big U, man. Jealousy is a cold weapon, man. That's a cold tool that I ain't never been a part of. I don't know nothing about being a hater. My mother and father didn't raise me to be a hater, man. What you got, I don't want. Only thing you got, I want is life, man, and I already got it. I just got to protect it and take care of it. People need to start waking up. Don't believe everything you hear on shows, and it's a puppet master with a fake house nigga being the overseer.
Right.
I don't subscribe to No Jumper. I don't like Vlad. But brothers that go to Vlad and No Jumper, y'all see what's going on. They going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to jail. So all you dudes that want to be a Charleston White or Wack, be careful, man. God don't like ugly, and the streets don't either. And the streets ain't built for everybody. That's why they got sidewalks. Understand this now. Big, you made a clear message that somebody did this. If you're a black man and you want to handle your business then. This ain't how you handle your business, man. I'm not finna go around with you. Huh?
Let me respond to this cat real quick. Rico Lewis says, bro, you don't know what big you did behind closed doors. Hey, neither do you. You don't know what you did behind closed doors. Bro, you listening to a story because y'all have been conditioned on this internet to hate anything black. Soon as somebody get accused of something, here y'all
hold on.
He did it, bro. He did it. I believe it. Yeah, he did it. How you gonna tell me I don't know what the man did behind closed doors as if you've been with him 24/7? You don't know either. What you talking about?
Man. Hey, let me respond to that, man.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, if you saying I don't know what's going on behind closed doors, you calling me a liar. Now, I ain't saying I was sitting at the table with neither one of them. But who is you to tell us we don't know what's going on behind closed doors unless you was behind the closed door? You the spook that sat by the door? Or you the spook that sat by the door? See, this is what he's saying. 7-8. I'm not conditioned in believing with everything I hear on the internet, especially by no house niggas or no white boys.
Right.
What I'm conditioned into believing is my heart and the contents of a man. I measure a man by the contents of his heart, not by the contents of his pockets. I know the deeds of what Big U do. Because when I first got on YouTube, people reached out to Big U. And Big U couldn't put me in his gang intervention because I'm from Compton. But I got introduced to the C-Spire gang intervention in LA. Now I'm finna work with the gangsters and the Hoovers. So I'm willing to work with any gang. Blood, Crip, Black, I don't care. As long as we can bring peace in our community. If you ain't for the peace or the uplifting the black people, you shouldn't even be in the chat talking about we wasn't at the table behind the closed doors. Right. That's haterism. That's haterism. Right. That ain't black love. That's black hatred you displaying. I ain't trying to discredit, assassinate you or put you down. You doing a good job of doing that yourself by saying what you just saying, because me and him ain't a condition in believing all this. Right. See, I know Big U personally. I don't have nothing negative to say about the man. Right. I've done some of the same shit this man did when he was an active gang member. So if I'm guilty, shit, I'm guilty. But I'm paying my rep. I'm giving back. I'm giving back. I ain't just out here shouting peace. I'm advocating and being about it. I goes in the community, in Bloods and Crips neighborhoods. When I see brothers go at each other on YouTube and I know them personally, I send them messages on their phone and tell them, hey, back up, man. This is not how we conduct our business. I reached out to Munchie B when him and Spider Loc was going to. This ain't how grown men do this. And from Trey, OD Slim, I reached out to them. No, we don't solve our problems like that. And I don't want to see nobody fighting each other. So I don't believe in putting the gun down and then taking a fade. I believe in just solving your business like a grown man. Sit at the table and talk diplomatically. Because again, we all we got, man. We all we got. Now, if y'all don't understand that, man, what else can we say for you can understand it? Please understand that as a black man, we was put on earth to be the provider and the protector, not just of your family, but of your community. It's take a village to raise a child, but it takes a village to keep the village intact. Ain't you tired of all the bullshit in your community that's negative? Ain't you tired of the bullshit that goes on in your community? It ain't on the OG. It ain't on the gang member to bring peace. It's on every black individual in the black community to get off their butt, get that heart they know they got, put their faith in God, and said enough is enough, and we're willing to take our community back. Or it's going to be some casualties to the war. But we must take our community back and be cool with what's going on, man.
Yeah,
I'm leaving.
And we have to give people who have done wrong to their community, you have to give them an opportunity to do right by their community. You can't sit back and say, oh, you killed 5 people, you sold drugs. Oh, I'm not going to support you now on your quest for redemption. Now you out here trying to save lives and stop somebody else from becoming you. I'm not going to help you because you did this, and that. If that's the case, then anytime you do something wrong, death to you. Ain't no sense of ain't no redemption. Ain't no coming back from it. I don't understand how we are here. Matter of fact, let me read these super chats before I forget. Andre Toppin, salute to you, brother, in the super chat. Appreciate it. He said, "What's up, fam? What it do, bro?" I am Legend Boxing in the super chat with the 5-piece. Thank you, good brother. He says, told my wife Wack 100 was a snitch before the internet even said it. He says, he and 50, he and 50, he and 50 are feds. I hear you, brother. Freedom March in the super chat with that 10-piece. Thank you, good brother. He says, yo, Munchie B from Inglewood family and Crenshaw Mafia is my cousin. He says, this man spitting facts, show support and work. Yes, sir, brother. And my thing is this, before I'm going to go right back to OG BAMM. Like I was saying, I just want, shout out to 9086 came back in that super chat. Thank you, brother. Says salute to the general and the mighty LDBC. Thank you, bro. I want to say this, man. Like, look, I understand people's frustration with, violence and stuff like this, but ain't nobody born perfect, fam.
Man.
Everybody grows up in different. You are a product of your environment, what you've been taught. So if Big U or anybody else have went through, listen, I feel. I'm gonna keep it real. Forget it. I'm gonna say it. I feel some type of way for people who come in my chat disrespecting dudes from the streets. He sold drugs before. Oh, later for him, why we supporting old drug dealer? Oh, he did this before. Okay, well, why you support me? I mean, how you gonna say you support me? All the stupid stuff I done did, but you respect me now because of who I am today. So my point is, why can't you do the same for another brother who trying to change his life? Y'all have to stop letting other people tell you about your people. Stop acting brand new, fam. Y'all know what time it is out here.
I like that. Hey, man, I got to start saying that on my show. Stop acting brand new and act true, man.
Right.
Hey, understand what my brother is saying, man. If you want to see a saint, you got to go to heaven, man. Ain't nobody perfect on earth.
Right.
Everybody that they spoke on in the Bible, them was misfits, man. Them was ratchet people. But y'all don't seem to get, man. I felt like Peter when I came home and I said I wanted to have peace in my community. I felt like Peter, like I was walking on water.
Right. I
became a revolutionary Crip in prison and found out that black come first, not Crip. Now I ain't ashamed that I'm a Crip. I can't get away from being that. But understand this, and I say this every day in my live on my show. Crip today means Christ restored important people. And I'm the most important person in the room. If I'm happy, the people around me gonna be happy. It's because of people like y'all that taught me how to love myself. The life I chose to live was a nightmare to my parents, man. That wasn't the life they had for me. I could have played pro baseball. Matter of fact, I could have played for the Milwaukee Brewers. You feel me? I wanted to be a Crip, man. When I came up, man, I started gangbanging in 1971. Being a Crip was like a child wanting to have a big wheel with me. And I wanted to be the biggest Crip and the best Crip. And when I found out I wasn't nothing but a Ku Klux Klanman in a black man's body. I'm no longer a Ku Klux Klanman in a black man's body because ain't nobody black my enemy. Ain't nobody black my enemy. So I get offended when I speak to a black person, they don't speak back. It used to bother me. Today, it don't bother me. What I do now, if they don't speak back, I say, it's a nice day of being black, and I'm glad I woke up black.
That's right.
Ain't no perfect people, man. Check this out. Why you wondering what's in my closet? Let's clean out your closet.
That's right.
Because my side of the street is clean now. I'm trying to help you clean your side of the streets. We all is in the mood for redemption. It's time for us to get our shit together. Stop believing what these haters be saying about another brother. This ain't no Donald Trump campaign, man. America ain't never been great.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? America ain't never been great. We trying to make the black community great. Let me share this with y'all, man. Don't you know if we can bring peace in the black community, police brutality gonna stop? You had a whole lot of blacks had something to say about the people in Ohio because they bearing arms, willing to protect their community. This is what we got to all do in our community. We got to come together as one. Stop being with this divide and conquer stuff, man. That don't work. Get that Malcolm in you. Get that Martin in you. Get that Marcus Garvey in you, man. Be a man. Be a woman. Be what your kids gonna represent and love to see you doing. Be a positive influence in other people's lives, not just in your life. See, wherever I go in LA today, man, I'm recognized as BAMM from the YouTube channel. AOG, how you doing? I don't get hit up where I'm from. I get more people come in my live asking me where I'm from than I get that in on the streets. Man, y'all need to understand, man, we made some mistakes. That's that adversity God put in our lives to build us. He didn't give us adversity to break us. He put adversity in my life to build me up, to give me strength.
And absolutely, OG BAMM. Let me stop you right there real quick because I don't know how much time Bill got. Bill, you there, brother?
Hey man, listen, shout out to BAMM, man. And you cooking, man. I jumped over there in the chat, man. It's good to meet you, put a face on you. I done heard of you. Your name precedes itself with your channel and what you've been doing, man. So it's nice to meet you and get a chance to hear you cook.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I just got up on something y'all say cook. When he told me that earlier, y'all for the cook, I thought y'all was going to cook some food. I'm getting some gas. I'm getting gas. Each one teach one, man.
Yeah, absolutely. From one Californian to another Californian, you know what I mean? I'm from East Oakland. You know what I mean?
All right.
So
Mousy was my partner. Mousy was my partner, Mousy Brown. That was my partner.
Oh, absolutely. I'm familiar with Mousy. I never got a chance to meet him. It's several good brothers that have come from Los Angeles and came down, in Oakland in the Bay, and represented this blackness. You know what I mean? My mom is a former Panther. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I lean heavy towards being the blackness and empowering, and you know what I mean. That's where I come from. A lot of times I laugh and I laugh with sarcasm. Y'all gotta roll up. No, not that one. Oh, no. Good. Roll it back down. But I laugh more with sarcasm at guys that adopt the things that Raymond Washington and you and the other brothers that have founded the Crips and the Bloods about, you know what I mean? And they don't understand nothing about it. I think it's got away from what it started as,
In a real way.
You know what I mean? Coming from Oakland, you know what I mean? For us to be a Crip or to be a Blood is asinine. You know what I mean? That's the thing. That's a Southern California thing. You know what I mean? But you look all around the world and you see people that's following what you represent, what you guys represent. And I think the strongness, the togetherness, the stuff where it started out first is what they gravitate to. But with leadership, you'll have leaders that misuse and abuse their power. You know what I mean? And use the color as abuse instead of using it as unity. Something that Big U, I know him personally, you know what I mean? But I think, he's been, people have used him, right? They've used him. You come to Los Angeles and, you want to shit on everybody. You want to ride around and you want to play big, and then you want to go to Big U if it's a problem, or you want to go to Big U to be up under that umbrella, something that a nigga from Oakland could never do. I'm in LA right now,
That's right.
You know what I mean? I don't cross the 10 and get into no neighborhood business, but I'll ride Sunset and I'll ride anywhere around here as a man, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna deal with the problem. I'm gonna deal with it myself. I'm not gonna go to a Crip or a Blood and say I'm checking in or protecting me. George Clooney don't gotta check in. Brad Pitt ain't gotta check in. So I'm not gonna check in. You know what I'm
Check
saying?
in.
And
That's
that's
man.
the way that I operate.
Right.
You know?
Perfectly said.
Yeah. You know
Hey,
what
check
I'm
this
saying?
out, man.
Yeah, for all the
Hey,
Crips
Bill
and
Haney.
Bloods that are in New York and all these surrounding places and all that, I consider them to be followers. You know what I'm saying? I consider them to be followers. I don't consider them to really be Crips and Bloods. I really consider them to be gangbangers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And they just
yeah.
gang banging for no reason, because it's got a way they're not connected to what being a Crip and what being a Blood. To me, speaking to
That's right.
speaking to Mutawali or someone like that, right? Who said that it was about being a Crip was because it meant that they had to fight at the railroad tracks, I believe, on Slauson, where it was divided at. It meant, you know what I mean, fighting against racism. You know what I'm saying? Initially, certain stuff like that. It wasn't always black on black. From what like I say, I don't understand all the politics, but from what I do understand, it being a good thing initially,
Oh,
and now, when you talk about Big U, a bunch of athletes, and I'm talking about, I think Shaq at 7 foot, he's mentioned in the paperwork going to Big U for protection, or or athletes and stuff like that. I'm a father. I'm the big homie in the family. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I put down any responsibility that I have to my neighborhood, and to have the responsibility to be a father to my kids. I like what you said is you won't go back to the penitentiary unless somebody is trying to harm your family. You know what I'm saying? And that's what being a real man is about. And if if all these brothers can use all of their bravado and all of their all of their heart to go home to these little African American kids that need them, whereas the kids won't have to go to the neighborhood or go to the big homie for protection. Because you see, how can you fault kids that have that ideology when you have grown men that's doing the same thing? And then
Man,
when the same thing, you know what I'm saying? In society, it'll be a bunch of people in there that'll say, if you go to the police, you wrong. You go to the police, you're a snitch, you label this and that. But when you go to a vanguard in the community, because I think that's what Big U was a vanguard in the community, then you labeled as something else. So I think it's strictly a crash out mission. It's a crash out mission being posed by a bunch of people that have lost their identity. And I'm talking about black folks crashing other black folks out. You know what I'm saying?
man. Speak on it, man. Speak on it. Speak on it.
Yes, yes, sir.
Excuse me, Bill. I appreciate what you
Yes,
just said. Let me share this with y'all, man. When you hear these gang members, Crips and Damus, Parus talking about on the dead homies, on the neighborhood, stop falling for that shit. That shit don't mean nothing. Because if it's on your dead homie, that means you want to protect your dead homie kids. You want to protect your dead homie mama.
Ooh, talk about
Right?
it.
But no, you dudes don't do that. So you dudes intentionally, when you see a birthday party on the streets, do a drive-by. But you don't never hear somebody shooting outside of the birthday party, protecting it, because they feel they're in their community and the community is going to protect itself. Watch this, man. You dudes sitting up this on the hood every other day, on the hood, cuz of blood, it's on the neighborhood, dead homies. What if your son come home, you tell him to take out the trash, and he sit up one day and do this? On the dead homies, I ain't taking out shit. Man, watch this. And let me share this with you, man. You think we can't have peace? I got a brother, man, one of the founders of Pyro, got convicted of killing one of my big homies. One of the biggest deaths Compton Crips accepted in the late 70s, right? Early 70s. That man that got convicted, I call him my big homie. That's my big homie.
Right.
Because it wasn't personal, it was business. That's the life we chose to live. We signed up for that life.
Right.
I just did a show on a dude named Ricky Duncan. Massive heart attack, he died from Westside Peru. We went from enemies to being friends. See, we didn't understand why we was enemies, but we understood why we became friends. Right. I don't have a black man for an enemy. Ain't no black man my enemy. I might not have to love every black man, but I'm gonna respect every black man and every black woman. It's my mission to protect every black child, because I'm a father and a grandfather. Now you harm mines and see what I'm gonna do. You harm mines, you see what I'm saying. I ain't one of these brothers, man, that gonna stand back and have my phone out of the police choking you, beating your ass.
That's right.
I'm gonna be a part of that crime right there. And I ain't gonna be the victim. I'm gonna be the suspect. Right? I don't use the victim card. We trying to save other people from being victim, and I ain't talking about black people. It's time for black people to wake up and understand that we all we got and we all we need. We don't need nobody else. We ain't saying get up out our communities. I'm asking the black men to come support our community in a positive way. Now, you want to assassinate my character? Check this out, man. They talk bad about Jesus, man. Keep talking bad about Big U and see who's going to come out the ring. That's what you're going to do. And I guarantee you, when he come out the rinse, people like Loose Cannon and Wack going to be saying, I need that black support. And when we say, no, man, we going to be Judas or we going to be the renegade, you're going to be offended. I ain't going to turn my back on no black man that need me. Your past don't define who you are. Your future is consistent of what your legacy gonna be. It's simple as that. I'm creating a legacy. I want people to speak highly of me when I leave this earth, man. And my purpose ain't over till God tell me it's over. You understand what I'm saying? It's simple as that. I did 37 years in the penitentiary, man. I was in there fighting for brothers that didn't know how to stand up and fight for themselves. So I came home and wanted to do the same thing. I made a promise to myself because I lost my mom 18 months before I came home. I said, I ain't going to argue with nobody in my family. I ain't going to fight nobody in my family. I ain't going to never harm another black man. So far, I've been sticking to the script. I want
to say something to you, bro. I want to say something to you, man. The reason what drew me to you is when I seen the stuff that was going on with the it was a lot of criticism coming down towards the peace talks amongst the Crips. And when I saw you was for peace, and I saw other people were saying how it wasn't gonna work and it's stupid and it's dumb, and I'm like, what the hell? So then when I see what you was doing, I'm drawn to any black man that wanna preserve black life.
Man.
Now, whether you an advocate, are you anti-abortion, whether you anti-gang banging, you anti-police brutality, if you are anti the loss of black life, I'm supporting you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because I've been on the other side of that. I've been on the side where I didn't care because the lifestyle I was living at that point in time, while I was misguided, I didn't give a fuck about nothing but my own end game.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But once I gained knowledge of self, ain't nothing like knowledge of self. Once you gain knowledge of who you are, your history, your people, that's a shame that comes over you that it's unmatched. That shame, that feeling that you feel when you realize who you are and what you've done, I'm a forever spend the rest of my life trying to help my people.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to repay a debt to society. You understand what I'm saying, Brother BAMM?
Yeah. I love that, man. I appreciate that. Let me share this, man. I mastered them streets, y'all. I mastered them streets. There ain't nothing about the streets I don't know. I'm learning how to master being a man now. I became a man in prison at 50 years old. That's when I said, hey, man, I'm tired. I need to go home. I want to go home. I took myself from everything away I love and put myself around a gang of brothers that I ain't never met in my life that showed me and helped me open my eyes and saying it was a better me. I dug deep within myself and found that better me. That better me is me, what I represent today. I stand on my blackness, man. I stand on my blackness. My family is your family. If I see your
That's
child and
right.
your child is in harm's way, I'm his Lone Ranger. I'm his Superman.
Yes, sir.
It's simple as that. I
Yeah.
am the protector. Yeah, we had a whole lot of dudes speaking, gang members speaking against the peace that wasn't going to work. These same gang members that wasn't for the peace and said it can't work is fathers. Only way it won't work is they don't want to be a participant. So again, like I said in one of my lives, those are the casualties of war. Those are the venoms that we don't need.
That's BAMM. See, what you talking about is old school black ethics. See, what we talking about is back in the day when Miss Deborah knocked on your door and said, "Hey, I want to know if I could borrow a cup of sugar to make this cake."
Man,
Did nobody run to the internet? Yo, she broke. Deborah wants some sugar. Hey, she ain't got no money. Hey, no, we took care of each other.
yeah,
But now
for sure.
this internet thing to change it to where we cloud chasing our own people. But hey, Bill, I see you out there with the youngsters. Bill out there with the
Yeah, I
babies,
was
man.
just yeah, I was just showing the importance, man. These young brothers and sisters is out here working. I know you guys can see them. They're out here on this tennis court. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Putting in work.
We working at changing the narrative. We breaking into tennis now, man. You know what I mean? As a group, you see them and they working. We need the support, man. We need fathers. We need these self-described gangbangers to go home, man, and grab these kids, man. Grab at home, man. The stars is at home, man. Not
Yeah.
on television. Yeah, we stop worrying about them. Stop protecting them. They don't need no protection. They got all the money in the world. They come around here, come to Hollywood, trying to use people, man. They want to shit on
That's what they
everybody, and then they
do.
want everybody to protect them and defend. And then guess what? They go tell on you, man. So you know what I'm saying? If somebody is listening, they gonna go and go tell on you. Because it's one thing to want to shit on somebody anyway. You wanna come and you want to get all this sunshine in LA, and you want to have the girls and the women and when the haves and the have-nots collide, and then you want something done to the have-nots, and you don't understand that they're guilty of their circumstances. You know what I mean? So go home, man. We need the black fathers to go home, man, and be coaches, man, be big homies, be security guards, be drivers. I just drove an hour and a half to come over here for my son to get on this tennis court. Then I'll be driving another 2.5 hours up to Big Bear to be in boxing with my other son. You know what I'm saying? And the one
Yeah,
thing
my
that they
boy
don't want
Henry
to talk
Jr. got
about,
his boxing camp up there.
yes, and they don't want. But what they don't want to do is they don't want to highlight what Big U has done with his son inside the NFL. You know, he's with the San Diego Chargers, right?
Yeah,
But nobody
LA
wants to
champion.
talk about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And like I say, Big U, if he never spent another day in the free world, if he died today, you know what I mean? His son, he did a great thing getting his son to the NFL, and his son will take care of the family. You know what I'm saying? The
there it
son
is. There it
will
is.
take care of the Henleys. You know what I'm saying? While everybody got something to say in the comments and all this other stuff, you do that.
Yeah. Fact.
We ain't nobody perfect, but you do that. You call
Hey,
you
talk about it.
everybody just talking about him. Type in while you've been talking about it. Type in what your kids have done and how instrumental you've been in getting your kids to where they are. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think, like I said, heavy is the head that wears the crown, man. You know what I mean? Nobody ain't perfect. I just wish that he would have backed up off of all them suckers. You know what I'm saying? When he had it, when he could sooner, like I did, because I backed up off on all them suckers. You know what I mean? And told them they got to take care of themselves, take their problems and deal with them as men. Because I'm gonna go out here and help these kids who really need somebody of experience in their life. Now I don't know
Man.
everything. Yeah, I don't know everything. I don't know a lot of stuff. But one thing I do know is I know what not to do. I'm experienced in And yeah, you know what I mean? I'm experiencing that part.
I like that. Man, I like that, Bill. I like that one, baby. I like that. Hey, man, this a hell of a live, man. I like this live, man. This is the type of live when people think I be angry because I be yelling, I get loud. I get loud and yell because I'm excited.
Right.
And blackness is my number one turn on, man. I'm turned on about being black, man. I wear it well, I rock it well. I go to sleep black, I wake up black. You can't muzzle me, man.
Hey, Bam, real quick for the people who may not know, and Bill might not know your story, but like, tell the people when you first got locked up, when you first came into your consciousness of blackness, how that transition happened.
I left Tracy, man. I went to prison in 1979. I left Tracy and went to Folsom, old Folsom. It was only 2 level 4s in prison, high-powered prisons. That was Folsom and San Quentin. I was sitting next to OG Cupes on the bus. And OG Cupes was telling me about Folsom. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I got to Folsom, man. I was shaking like a leaf. I was scared because it wasn't Tracy. Tracy got doors. It's 3 tiers. Folsom had 5 tiers, and you can reach out to 10 and grab somebody. It was 75 Crips on the bus. One Jama out of East Oakland named Roy Smith, Dadisi. One of my partners, one of my mentors in prison. Right. One of the dudes that gave me my first black literature. Him, Big Mousy Brown, Catfish, Faru. Roche McGee was an instrumental dude that taught me how to speak Swahili. Me and my comrade Tim worked for C-Spire Gang Intervention now. They put me and him in the shoe. I got to Folsom. I was part of a Crip organization called Consolidated Crips. And a lot of people, even other Crips, thought CCOs, they thought we was BGFs because we was about our blackness. And I read the Soledad Brothers. George Jackson. And the Black BAMM arrived. The spirit of George Jackson and reading our Malcolm X, it arrived in me. I had stopped believing in God reading George's book. I don't know why I did that. I thank my mother and father for correcting me on that. And it hit me, man, that if you wasn't black, I'd rather trust a black man than trust anybody else. When I got to Folsom, that's when I seen it was real. It was race shit. It wasn't gang shit. I seen I can get along with a brother that wasn't from Crips. I had Sellies from Oakland. I didn't think I can like BGFs. I started respecting them, not just liking them. I started respecting them, started having love for individuals. I was there when Mousy Brown started Kumi. The 415 car went to Kumi, right? And when I arrived, man, I became a freedom fighter. And I understood that it wasn't it. And I made a mistake. I got out after doing like 8 years, stayed out 45 days and called it double murder. Killing 2 rats. Killed 2 dudes that were snitching. Now, you might not like me for that, might not say, but I made amends to the parents, man. And the parents came, when I got sentenced, they didn't speak against me because they knew this wasn't personal. This is the life that we, as kids, that we choose to live. I believe in protocol. I believe in a structure. I don't support snitching. I don't support pedophiles. I don't support rapists. I don't support bullshit. I support real shit. And real stuff to me is being black.
Right.
Ain't no black man my enemy. And that's when it arose, man. That's when I understood that in order for me to be happy, happiness starts within myself. In order for me to transmit love, I got to learn how to love myself. And I learned all them things in prison. I married a nurse. My wife was a nurse in Salinas Valley.
Right.
I'm happy today.
Salinas, live out there.
You feel me? Listen to me. This is what we doing is called networking, man. And this is what all brothers need to do. Regardless of where we from, we should be able to connect together and have a positive conversation and bring some type of positive solution to the table for the negative shit in our communities. Because it's a lot of fathers that's falling short. Yeah.
Barghani and Dugu, I feel you with both hands. You hear me?
Yeah. Shante, man.
I feel you with both hands, brother. And we appreciate you know, your transition. You know what I'm saying, and what you're
Thank
doing
you. Thank
in the community now. And you know, it's not about how you start, it's where you at. You know what I mean? And
you. Man,
you know, keep your head held up high and your chin up. You know what I mean? And stay proud, King. You know what I mean?
listen to me. Man.
You know, and it's good. It's just good to hear how, and that's the way that it should be. The love and support as Californians on both sides, because that's what I come up under. That's what I come from hearing. You know what I'm saying? You know, the support that we have had with each other. You know, and it's so much of the support as being from Oakland is, I could never claim Crip. I could never claim blood, man. I could never do that because that's y'all thing here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never understood it. I grew up different, and to see how there's guys around the world that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? And don't even know why. You know what I'm saying?
Man. And calling they chef OGs.
Yes.
Hey, but
Yes.
that just right there show you what Bill just said. Because I always ask the same question. How did
And let me share this, man. OG is a title earned. It ain't just given. Big Homie is a title earned. It ain't just given. I earned the title of being called this. Now people call you because it's a different merit to it.
Yeah.
I was doing a live one time, 7 Sport and Bill, and a dude got on my show and said, "Man, do I know Bird, the leader of Slausons?" I said, "Yeah, I know him," but he was like trying to discredit me, like I didn't know him.
Right.
A couple of days later, he taps in my show and do this. "Yeah, Bird, you know your whole family, but he don't know you by BAMM. He know me by my little name. But no, you was trying to say I didn't know him, like I was lying. Let me share something, man. I don't have to lie to kick it. See, when you lie, you got to convince yourself into believing the lie. This ain't no lie. This the truth itself. I ran across Hillary Newton there. My uncles and aunties that was Slauson was Panthers. I grew up under a Panther structure, so I knew what Black Panthers did in Los Angeles. The Panthers went fucked up because we've been infiltrated. Everything that helps the Black community get infiltrated by some white man. Let's stop being infiltrated and start being more protective. This is what we got to do. Let's stop talking about each other. This is what we do. We network. We try to come up with solutions to our problems, man. I'm tired of being the cause of the problem. I want to be the solution of the problem. Black lives didn't matter. We didn't need nobody to create that. Our lives was mattered the day we was born. We are the first, yet we act like we the last. I'm a god of a god, man. I don't know about nobody else, but this is how BAMM is. I'm proud of being Black, man. I don't want to be nothing else. I don't want to be nothing else. I don't want to be nothing else.
Hey, once you realize what Blackness is, it's no reason to be nothing else.
Man.
You know, that's how I felt when all the stupidness I was doing in the streets. And by the way, let me say this in full disclosure. My daddy gave me every opportunity not to be no dumbass in the streets. I chose to do dumb shit because I was good at it. It's hard to turn down something when you're good at it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to tell a kid, don't play baseball when you hitting home runs every time out the park. So they told me not to play the streets, but I was good at it. Even though I didn't have to do that. So now, with that being said, all of these brothers like Big U that have tried to change their life, we ain't none of us perfect, man. Everybody got something hovering over them, a demon that's chasing them. You know what I'm saying? It's always a demon that wants you to fuck up, wants you to mess up, wants you to go back to the way you was. It's always some hater, some devilish hater that might look just like you, a Black man, trying to tell you, man, testing you, pushing every button they can push to try to get you to crack, bro. I've been there. It's a painful experience, and you got to master it. You got to try your best to master it and not get caught up in it, man, because I'm telling you, nowadays, these brothers, with the internet now, you got Black men and women that will set you up. Back in the day, we was prepared for white folks doing this to us.
Man.
You was prepared for that. Now it's people who look just like you who will do everything in their power to destroy you.
Yeah.
Make
And
sure
your
you
family.
have nothing. Your grandkids can't have nothing. I'm telling you what I know, bro. I've cried many nights just stressing over this. It's
Yeah.
people who look like me that want to see my destruction, bro.
Man. But God told them they was a lie, homie. Somebody told me I wasn't gonna live to see 18. Shit, I'm 65 years old, living life and enjoying every bit of it. Can I address a comment in here, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This dude, a RICO software developer.
Let me see
So I
here.
grew up in LA. I'm so happy 60 got caught because of them. I couldn't be outside. It wasn't because of them you couldn't be outside. You just didn't have the courage to go outside.
Wow.
That's what that was. And let me share something with y'all, man. And Bill is from Oakland. They didn't gangbang up there. They was on something totally different than us. But I knew Felix Mitchell personal. I knew Mickey Mo, all these cats. I done been to the Lucky Line. I've been around and wasn't just on no Grey Goose or penitentiary bus. Gang members, real gang members like me, we encourage kids not to gangbang. We tried to discourage that. Raymond was mad that I became a Crip. Mac Thomas was mad I was a Crip. Because they didn't want this. They just couldn't prevent it. But when I came home about 2 years ago, I broke down on the phone telling my big cousin. I was crying. I say, more, Big Ollie and them, I don't never want you to think the advice y'all gave me when I was little that I wasn't listening. It didn't go in one and go out the other. I installed it. I just didn't know how to apply it in my life at that time. Today, I'm applying all that good advice my parents, my uncles and aunties, and my homies' parents gave me. I'm applying it today in my life. You know how many calls I get from generals that was in the pen with me, these shot callers, telling me, hey, BAMM, we like this thing you on. You doing your thing. Continue working with the kids. Hey, man, y'all can't muzzle the real, man. So if you want to speak bad on Big U, bro, you shouldn't even tap in this show. Because you was a coward, didn't want to come outside. Don't blame that on the 60s. Blame it on the man in the mirror. That's you.
Talk about it.
You know, ain't nobody ever prevented me from doing what I didn't want to do but me. I've been my biggest hindrance, my biggest fear. I have no fear. I fear no man but God. Yes, and if you're black, I support you. I'm tired of brothers, like Bill say. We got to watch out for each other. I don't want to watch out for no black man no more, man. I want to be able to trust a black man, although I know I can't trust everyone. But that's my dream, to trust every black man. I ain't going to deny a black man no meal.
Man,
if you a snitch, check this out. If you snitching, dude, you can show up at any motherfucking summit you want to show up in. I'm just not going to speak to you.
Ain't that crazy?
I'm not going to get in the car with you. Because we all are guilty of associating with a rat in some form, shape, or fashion because we got friends that turn soft. But if my friend that turned rat mother passed, and I don't even do funerals, but that wouldn't prevent me if I wanted to go to the funeral because he a rat. I wouldn't go pay my regards to his mother. No. And this is what we need to start understanding, man. You speak on his lows. How about speaking on Big U highs? His lows is what brought him to the point that he wanted to do something good for the community. If he didn't go through that, he wouldn't have did nothing for the community.
Exactly. That's what they don't understand.
This is what y'all people don't get, man. If I ain't never gang bang, I wouldn't advocate peace.
Right. You got to go through to storm. You got to go through the storm to appreciate a sunny day.
Man, and people don't get that, man.
If you ain't never been through rain, storm, and all this type of hellfire, how you gonna ever appreciate a sunny day? What they went through, I understand completely. Shout out to my brother Straight Drop. It's my brother Black Fight Fan. What it do, homie, in that super chat for 10 piece. Appreciate the love, good brother. He says, good talk, Jim. Yes, sir. Thank you, bro. Hey, my brother Town Biz. What's happening with Town? You in here?
Yeah, man. What's going on, man?
What's going on, brother? Hey, what's your thoughts on this? Town Biz, I got OG BAMM on here from Compton.
I know.
You know, okay, go ahead. What's your thoughts on the whole situation with Big U?
Man, I already told you, man. I already spoke on this, man. I'll really truly stick to the code of the streets. I can tell you this much. I done made mistakes. I'm not going to sit up here and judge one man for certain stuff that didn't happen in his life, because at the end of the day, I done did everything that, you know, that shouldn't be done. I done been in them Oakland streets, East Oakland murder dubs all day, every day. So I've been saying this, I've been preaching this forever, man, about talking to certain people. This is what I be trying to tell people. I got to get back to work, but I'm going to say this much. Stop talking to these motherfuckers like Adam 22. Stop talking to Vlad. Stop talking to all them dudes who don't have black people's best interests, who exploit black people for profit. And all these other dudes that been sitting up here talking all this stuff, a lot of these dudes snitched on themselves, man. And a lot of these dudes, what I keep telling you, the internet is to a certain degree the worst thing that happened to black people to a certain degree. It's the new crack epidemic.
It is.
So,
it is.
Hey, Bill, do your thing, Bill. At the end of the day, I'm going to say this much. This is what I've been telling people. All these Uncle Toms and these sellouts sitting up here acting like they damn, but these was the same people that was supporting Ryan Garcia who made terrorist threats against black people. The same dudes that went against a dude that cheated Bill's son, got caught cheated. Made every excuse in the book. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, that's your people for you. But at the end of the day, I've been telling black people, all we got is us. We don't have no fucking allies. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, OG, appreciate you, man. I appreciate you kicking that knowledge. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to kick Big U while he down. Shit happens. Yeah. And that's just real talk. Yeah, but peace, you guys. I'm out.
And let me share this, man. I like what he just said, Town Business. Let me share this with you, man. And y'all might not marinate on what I'm saying. I want you to, though. It's blacks on YouTube that's black culture vultures. And Wack is the #1 vet. Charleston White is the #1 vet. We explored our own when we ain't got to. If I got to tear you down to build myself up, I'm soft, man. I'm soft. And the only person I know that check in is a prostitute checking in with a pimp. And I ain't never been a hoe and I ain't got no pimp. Right? Now, listen to me. I'm not a perfect man. I don't profess to be perfect. I ain't even trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to be me, the best me. We all we got, man. We all we got. Subscribe to my show, OG BAMM, the OG's Perspective. Support my channel. Let me share this, man. I don't even get monetized no more because I done had dudes report my channel. Saying I create racial tension on my channel.
They do that. They gonna do that, bro.
They done took I don't even get monetized. So I do raffles. This is how I try to eat off YouTube. But I give back, man. I'm finna take 2 bags of marathon gear that somebody gave me downtown Los Angeles and give it to my homie to pass out to the homeless. Right? Support the channels, man. Start supporting us. Stop running the Charleston White. Stop running these other channels that culture vultures and exploit our culture. I'm not here to explore the black man. I'm here to build a black man. My show is dedicated and designed for black folks, but anybody more than welcome to come up in there, but you can't come in there being disrespectful.
Facts. Hey, I'm behind the scenes. I'm gonna talk to you about how to get some another avenue for some revenue.
All right.
I'm talking to you because they be doing me dirty too. You know what I'm saying? Bill, you there, Bill? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm over here.
Tell the people what you got going on with your youngest with that tennis, bro.
Oh man, listen, we out here working right now. We out here working, bro. You can hear him in the back.
Yeah.
You can hear him in the back right now.
He going.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Boom. Knocking him off the spot. Get on out of there.
Every ball's an opportunity to get better.
Hey, Bill.
Yes.
Did you ever think, you know what I'm saying, 20 years ago, did you ever think you was gonna be on the tennis court watching your son play tennis?
No, but you know what? I did. I saw what my pops did with me, and I said, whatever my sons do, you know what I'm saying? Good, bad, or indifferent, I'm gonna be there with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be there with them every step of the way.
That's right. That's right, brother.
And that's what this whole thing is about.
Hey, hold on.
Hey, Coach Gino, come here for a second, Coach. Okay, now, that's Coach is on the phone. Bill, Coach, I'm right here.
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah, no, but I can't stress that enough, man. You know what I mean? We need to, in other communities, you have the Jewish community, you have Mexican, you have every other race. It's family. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Mexican gangbangers, that's what they're called, the family. La Familia, that's the family. You know what I'm saying? You know, with us, you know, It's also the family. You know what I mean? But I think we've gotten away from what a lot of our elders, right? Our elders have fought for in the '60s, and you know what I mean, and going home, man, and being being right here. He need me
What's
more than
happening
the
with
streets.
Sean?
Yo.
Yeah, he needs me more than the streets, dude. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, with Big U, right? If you're strong enough to be what he was in the community, he was as equally or if even more strong with his family. You know what I'm saying? He just being, keeping it
Excuse
real.
me,
You know, that's when
excuse
keeping it
me.
real goes wrong. Everybody want to bring their problems to him. You know what I'm saying? And being a vanguard in the community can be misunderstood. You know, so only thing that's what I would just keep on preaching, man. Go home, man. You know what I'm saying? Go home. And it was time to get money, and then it's time to be there for your kids. You know?
Man. Hey,
Yeah,
excuse me,
it was
Bill.
at a time
Hey,
when you're a young
780
person,
Bill.
it's time, but then when you have kids,
Hey.
it's not about that. It's about living for them. And God will give you enough to take care of the kids. He might not give you enough to go to the club and shit on your neighbor and shit on everybody, you know what I'm saying? But he will give you enough to take care of your responsibility. The one responsibility that God gives you is to be a parent, if you're lucky enough to get it. You know what I mean? If he blesses you, he'll bless you with kids. But we choose, so often we choose the house, we choose the car, we choose
the jewelry.
you know what I mean? We choose the vacations, we choose all that. You know what I mean?
Hey, Bill, I'm gonna say something real quick. Before I go to BAMM, bro, Bill, I used to, look, I come from, I'm a man of certain means, so I feel like I should have more sons, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've only been blessed with one son.
Yes.
But I got 2 daughters, okay?
Yes.
I always wanted more sons because of the stuff that I want to do in my mind. Like, I got to do this. I got my son. I need my sons to do this and that. As many replicas of my stuff I can create, I wanted that. So I was always a little bit jealous of brothers who had 5, 6 sons, and they weren't taking care of their kids.
Yeah.
That used to piss me off. Like, really, that's to hurt my soul. I asked the question, thinking like, man, why this guy get blessed with all these sons? I only got one son. What happened? My daughters is the baddest motherfuckers on this planet Earth. Ain't that crazy? I'm sitting here waiting for more and more sons. My son good, and my daughters is out here doing their goddamn thing. And that taught me to understand that you ain't always got to have what you think you supposed to have. What you got to do is put what you got, put your blessings into what you've been blessed with.
Man.
And man, I'm so honored right now because my daughter's making me so proud right now. My son is just he doing his thing. And I'm like, man, I ain't got to have 100 kids, man. I'm gonna work with these 3. And I'm gonna put everything I got into them.
Absolutely, because you can raise a kid that's going to raise the next president, the next tennis player, the next astronaut. You know what I mean? It's as equally as important as raising a good kid. You know what I mean? To raise another. You know what I'm saying? It's not always about your kid becoming whatever that it is. But if he can become a good parent, an active parent, right? That's good enough, man. You know what I'm saying? You look up and you see what your grandbaby is doing. It's not over with. You know what I'm saying? It's not over with by even a stretch of the imagination. If you're breathing, you got action. You know what I'm saying? Your niece, your nephew. You know what I'm saying?
Man, say it again. Say it again.
Yeah.
Man,
Family is blessed. They blessed with it, but it's how you shape it and how you nurture it. You know what I'm saying? When I talk about,
man,
I'm now a grandfather. You know what I mean? And
Right.
and if you notice that the only parent that has the title of grand, that has that king, is the grandparent. The father doesn't have it. The wisdom
That's
will
right.
provide that kingship with you to be the
Yeah.
grandfather. And and
Yes.
like I
Yes.
said, but so many times the young people, they want to crash out. Men want to develop depression and they want to think that it's over with. And the best is yet to come. My friend told me that today. He said, Bill, he said, little do you know, the best is yet to come for us. I said, I hear you, Peebo. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Hey, that's
When you
crazy,
when you
Bill.
when you look over and they say to you, they say, you sure have done a great job with your grandson, boy. Your whole family, your son and your family. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's not over with. That's why I
Hey,
can't
hey,
stress
Bill. You
that
know what's
enough.
crazy?
It's for the guy. Huh?
The craziest part about that, Bill,
Huh?
is I see my grandson. I see my grandson the least of all my kids. Right. My grandson, I see him like once, twice a week. Right. He come over and I got him. But my grandson is more like me than any of my kids.
Yeah,
That's crazy. He act like me.
That
He move like me. He
mhm.
want. I say, okay. So you know what I mean. So I had to accept what the universe gave me, and it ain't my plan, but I know how to work it now. Though I know how to work it.
But all the other cultures, man, they respect this. They respect the grandfathers. They respect the
Yeah,
grandmothers. They respect the elders. You know what I'm saying? So if we can get back to more of that,
to
you know
that.
what I'm saying? We can get back to more of that. You know, uh, I think that we would be in a much better place if all these young brothers, because they full of fire. You know what I'm saying? They
that's
full of
right.
fire. But the fire that I possess now is to challenge the new big homie in a way that I didn't, because I was a follower. My big homie, he gave me some rocks and a gun and all this other shit, and I took it, not listening to my dad, right? But now I said, okay. Well, my dad was working, and he was working a 9 to 5, and you know what I mean. And I was lying to him and all that stuff. Now, uh, I wish a nigga would try to give my son anything, a rock, a drink, anything. I'm on that shit like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I come in
right.
there, I'm looking, I say to them kids, Sean to show up with somebody. I say, who are you? I say, who are you? Who what do you do? What do you do? Sean, get him out of here. He's not, he ain't, he's on to the, I said, where's your mom? Where's your dad? Why, what you want to talk to my mom or dad? Hey, man, get this little badass nigga up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of protection, instead of not necessarily protecting the
Hey,
neighborhood, right? You got to protect the home. You got
Oh
to protect the
man,
home. And a lot of brothers that for me being up north, they come home from the pen and they have their politics in order. But I said, before you can ever tell a man something, I got to see how you go home. I got to see what you're going home to do. Don't come to the sidewalk with it. Go home. Let me see what you're doing. How respectful you want me to be, or you want these youngsters to be to you. But how respectful are you being to your wife, the
home.
women that stayed down with you, or how you respectful are you being to your kids and your baby mama and your mama and all your people and your community and all that, way before you demand respect out of these youngsters. You know what I'm saying? So, I think if we just go home, man, that's my main message. Go home and make this world a better place.
you ain't told no lies. OG BAMM, what's your thoughts, bro?
Hey, he just said something that made a whole lot of sense, and I said this the other day on my live. One of the biggest problems in the black community is this: if it's chaos in our household, it's gonna be chaos in our community.
Absolutely.
So if your household is in order, you can get your community in order. Our parents wanted us to be better than them.
Yeah.
I don't have no biological kids. I just got 3 daughters that I raised that love me like I'm their real father.
Yes.
I'm being a better grandfather than I was a father. I'm being a better great uncle and a great cousin than I was a cousin and an uncle. Because ain't none of them, my great grandkids, ain't none of my great nephews and nieces or my great cousins gonna ever have to come see me in prison. I'm finna start going to UCLA football games because I got a great nephew playing for UCLA. Ain't none of my great nephews finna be gang members. I already did that. They ain't got to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Let's start doing what Brother Bill said, and I say this on my show a lot. Let's take it to how we was brought up. So when I was brought up, man, if I did something around the corner, I got 2 ass whoopings before I got the 3rd ass whooping at home.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We
Yes.
got to learn how to police our own community. And when I say police our community, I ain't talking about turning nobody in.
Yeah.
Stop sitting on the porch with your 14-year-old child smoking a blunt with another man's 14-year-old child. Because if I catch you on the porch with my 14-year-old child, we're gonna have some problems. Right?
Yes.
All facts.
Stop
Yes.
trying to be your
All
child
facts.
friend. That's a relationship that we all grow into with our parents. Right? If you're an OG, if you ain't on here teaching, you ain't validating your OGism. OGs is here to teach. So I already been a follower, now became a great leader. But every great follower, he's become a great leader. As a black man, we fell short. But it's never too late to pick your boots up, man. Tie your boots on. Stop sagging and shit. I don't want to see your ass cheeks. That ain't what grown men do.
Yeah.
Stop supporting everybody else that don't look like you and support the people that look like you. What makes you so ashamed of being black, man? This is what we got to grasp, y'all. I just be on that black chip, but I got something to do. I had commented this because my god sister, I got to put up her TV thing, and I got to take these clothes down.
I appreciate your time.
I'm finna ask a request for some people in your chat. We need $50 to buy some more food for downtown. We finna go feed the homeless, y'all.
Hey,
my
man,
PayPal is here. Please do it.
I'm about to send you 100 right now. Don't worry about that.
Thank you. Hey, Bill.
Absolutely.
You got to come into my live, man. My boy got my number. Please get my number from me, Bill.
78. Yeah, we're gonna exchange numbers. 78. You can send me his and send him mine. Okay.
Oh, bet. That's a bet.
So we both be locked in. OG BAMM, I appreciate it, and I enjoyed getting that good wisdom from you today, man. Look forward to talking to you. Okay.
7-8 tapped into my show last night. And I said, man, when you gonna let me come back in? I just got off work. I'm in the bathroom finna wipe my face, right? I get a phone call. He said, man, I'm finna be cooking in 5 minutes. I'm thinking he talking about cooking some food, right? He said, I'm sending you the link. I said, man, I'm with you. I had always, when he first met me, man, and reached out to me. Whenever he want me, I'm coming. I appreciate y'all. Matter of fact, I'm asking him to let me come in once a week, and I want to, because I'm going to be on YouTube more than I ever been. Not just talking about Big U. My community ain't the only community I love. I love every black community. Get my number. I'm going to call you, brother. We got to start doing. This is called networking and helping the black community, y'all. If ain't nobody told you they love you today, OG BAMM love you. Hey, thanks, 278. Send it to PayPal. I really appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Go to my Twitter. Hey, BAMM.
Hey,
BAMM, go on my Twitter today. It's rocking on my Twitter. My last tweet was Mexican fighters get praised for effort. They just have to fight and they get love. Black fighters have to not just win, but win big. And only then they might get a little respect.
In a real way.
They have to fight and we have to win. You know what I mean?
Win.
So that's what I'm on. That's what I'm on.
Yes, sir. All right. OG, make sure you shoot me a text to your PayPal.
All right.
I can send that to you.
All right. PayPal. All right. I'm gonna do it right now. All right, y'all. Later. Let me put this thing up for my guys. I love y'all.
Yes, sir. Much love, brother OG BAMM. Alex Saddam in the super chat with that 5-piece salute, brother. He said salute to the chat. 78 Bill. He said OG BAMM, thanks for the good words today. Yes, sir, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sure, Bill.
Yeah, 7-8. Yeah, my Twitter is cooking on that subject right there. I said, I'm gonna repeat it. I said Mexican fighters get praised for effort. They just have to fight and they get love. Black fighters have to not just win, but win big. And only then they might get a little respect. So listen, but we can't look for others to respect us and we ain't respecting each other. So you know what I mean? I'm gonna do more better. I'm gonna do more better at mine as well. Not just at home, because I got a whole lot of respect at home, but but I'm gonna start giving a lot more respect to those that look like me and those that are giving effort. You know what I'm saying? And not just winning, because you know it's so much time that we don't give our community respect for the effort, while others are respecting the effort of their own community. So you know what I mean? I'm not just pointing the finger at anyone. I'm pointing the finger at myself as well. So you know, it's about showing some more love on top of love to the ones that look like us. I appreciate you, 7-8. You hear me?
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you, brother. And I'm going to holler at you in a minute. Thank you for joining me, bro.
All right.
Much love.
Shout out to the mighty LDBC and everybody in the chat, man. You know, salute, and I'll see you soon. Inshallah.
Yes, sir.
Ramadan Mubarak. Peace.
Inshallah. Salute. Shout out to my brother Trill Bill. Shout out to OG BAMM coming through. Hey, man, we be over here cooking, bro. This is a different type of show. I'm telling you, bro. This ain't just no boxing show, fam. We be cooking. Certified gangsters. Certified OGs. I know this ain't for everybody. A lot of y'all come over here with that judgmental attitude, but I feel some type of way about that, bro. I'm telling you. As a brother myself who trying to redeem myself, trying to fix or correct or make some type of redemption to what the stupid stuff I participated in before I had a knowledge of self. Right? Y'all can't come over here just, oh, this guy was a drug dealer. Oh, later for him, this guy killed people. This guy did that. This guy, okay, but why y'all ain't got that same smoke for white folk? Explain that to me. I just need y'all to understand. If one strike you out, if that's really what you stand on, then why you still with your girlfriend who cheated on you before you even married her? You still with her? Why you still got all this love for these white folk? It don't make sense, logical sense. I don't know what Big U has done as far as the negative stuff recently. I know Big U used to gang bang. I know he's from the 60s. And if you never gang bang, you never grew up in a war zone area. What I mean by war zone area is if you never grew up in an area where just from you being born in that area, you're from that area, you're from that hood. If you've never been, listen, anybody that's born in the 60s neighborhood is a 60s Crip. Period. I don't care if you're active or not. That's how the rest of the world gonna see you. You understand? If you're not from certain areas and not from a certain lifestyle, you won't get it. So, I don't know what Big U has done. I don't know if Big U actually got rid of his son's best friend. And if they really did have DNA on it, I don't know none of that. What I do know is I'm not going to participate in the destruction of him just because white folks said he did it. These are the same white folks that told you Martin Luther King was a troublemaker. He was this and that. He cheated on his wife and all this stuff. You got black people to this day talking about, man, Martin Luther King was cheating on his wife. So, what they got to do with anything? That's between him and his wife, bro. This is how they got us messed up, bro. So, you know. Stephen L. crazy. Stephen L. says 78. How I feel being the Latin King. More that eight. More that eight. Young Stephen L. But look, yeah, I know a lot of black Latin Kings out here from where I'm from. But look, the game is the game, bro. We have to stop letting the media and letting the internet put cases on black people. What y'all say on this internet, listen, I'm going to say it again. What y'all say on this internet matters. When y'all doing videos and opening up cases on people, I heard this and I heard that. What I think happened is this and that. the feds are listening. They don't even got to do no investigation no more. Their investigation is just watching YouTube videos. It's feds in this chat right now. It's feds subscribed to me that's been subscribed to me for years. They probably got wrenches. I wouldn't know. And they sitting here listening, waiting on 78 to say something that implicates this guy or that guy. See what I'm saying? That's their job now. They got Diddy. They tried to get Jay-Z. He fought back, though. They tried to get Snoop. They tried to get Luke. Right? Now they got Big U. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, y'all have to wake up and understand what's going on here. Look at it for what it is. You feel me? I'll y'all in a minute, though. I'm forgetting about it here. Go pick up my baby from school. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button and share this video. Share it to the ends of the earth. I'm up out of here, though. Deuces.